Hi guys and welcome back to Frieren Friday number 16. We are checking out, like I just said, episode number 16 of Frieren. Yeah, don't know where we're gonna go here. Obviously, Frieren has been a great journey because we never know where we're gonna go. It takes us in completely different directions. We meet new characters, we meet new situations, and I love learning about this world and the lore and everything. And yeah, I hope that we continue to get that in this episode. But yeah, I'm not going to yap for much longer. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe and comment down below letting me know what you plan on getting up to this weekend. And yeah, here we go. Frieren, episode 16. Let's go. Oh, a lovely running water scene. Who's this guy? Gorilla guy? Craft? I don't know who you are actually. Oh, are you Young Zine? It is Young Zine. Gorilla guy. There he is. Oh shit. Shashin? What's a photo? We're getting some flashback for Zine. Oh shit. He's dragging us along. Is that the relationship that the two of them had? Where he was dragged along like this? This is how we go. I hope Gorilla Guy is okay and he's not dead or something. That'll be a little sad, right? By a little, I mean very. Aww. We hold on to those memories. Sleeping on a bed of leaves. That can't be very comfortable. Here we go, episode 16. Long-lived friends. 29 years after the death of Himmel the Hero in the Claw region located in the northern lands. I wonder if the long-lived friends are going to be Gorilla Guy. Is he really a strong warrior? Oh shit! 400 years? Damn, that's a strong-ass dwarf. Oh shit! Old man Bull. Long-lived friend of mine. That's crazy. I want to thank him before he dies. Yeah. Yeah, this is good for Frieren. 1 week. Aww. Star Calpin. Look at the smiles as they talk to one another. Aww. Big tree. There's Old Man Bull. Isn't he cool? Oh no. How many other elves do you know? Pretending. Damn, he caught you off guard and you're supposed to be the warrior. That's how we took out Aura. You gotta be ready for anything. But we were entering a village as friends, so we did have our guard down. Train with them. Hell yeah. We get to sleep in beds. Whoa, using magic to raise them. Do we have permission to do that? Or are we doing work for others? Or are we taking their carrots? I hope we're not just stealing them. Psh, we're kind of just doing what we must. Old lived friends. Aww, recalling the old times. Yeah, we gotta learn more about this guy. What's his story? Carrying a boulder? Holy shit, Stark. You're strong as hell. Bro can't even like eat, he's so tired. Oh, a glow shroom. Glowing mushroom. Big ass bear. Taken down by Old Man Vol, of course, because his sword was stuck in it. A week sure does fly by. That's kind of sad that times pass that fast. He's improved a fair bit, hell yeah. Yeah, we had fun. It was nice seeing you
今では
again.
とても感謝しているんだよ。フォルジーは私がヒンメルたちを知る機
Oh,
会をくれ
did
たから。
did he put them onto
ホ
her?
ルジーはなんでこの村を守っているんだ？
Oh no?
昔の話だ。
Maybe not.
どうでもいいだろう、そんなこと。
人はどうでもいいことに命をかけない。
This is true.
わしは妻の愛した村を守っているだけだ。人間だった。わしは遠い昔に交わした
So
約
her
束
life
を
was very short.
果たしているに過ぎん。
That's so sad.
どうせあの人の顔も声も眼差しも伝わらん。これはわしだけの思い出だ。滑稽な話だろう。
I don't
わし
think
はずっ
so.
と
That's
死
not
者との
silly
約束を
whatsoever.
守っている。
そうだね。でもきっとその人は
Exactly.
約束を守って
That's
くれていることを
that's the
嬉し
point.
く思っているはずだ。
ヒンメル、お前はいい勇者だ。きっと魔王を打ち倒すだろう。魔王
You were
が
right.
打たれた平和な時代が訪れるのをわしの妻も望んでいた。
Aw.
エルという偉大な勇者の記憶もわしが未来に連れて行ってやろう。
Thank you, old man
ありが
ball.
たい話だけれども、そこまでしてもらう必要はないかな。僕のパーティーにはフリーレンもアイゼンもいる。
俺は得るほど長生き
Yeah.
ならフリーレンは
Aw. It's
僕
Frieren's
たちの
job
記憶
to
は彼女が
Aw.
未来に連れて行ってくれる。
That she
別にいい
will.
けど。
So casually, like,
So
sure, whatever.
仲間に恵まれたな。
じゃあ後でフリーレンに僕が編み出したイケメンポーズ集を見せないとな。
So you can remember those
こういうの
poses.
やめようかな。でもやっぱりイケメンポーズ集はいらなかったかな。記憶の無駄遣いだ。
Aw.
その勇者の
Would you
顔は
remember?
覚えているか。
当たり前でしょ。
声は
私をバカにしないでよ。全部覚えている。ヒンメルは私が人間を知ろうとしたきっかけだよ。
The admittance.
大切なことだ。
Yeah.
わしはもう思い出せない。顔も声も
Damn.
眼差しも。
It's been that long.
それでもわしは大切な何かのためにこの村を守っている。
And the idea of a memory is what you're defending this for.
フルジーは冗談がうまいね。
He's not joking.
ところでお前たちの
Do you have a
旅
spell
の
that can
目
help
的
him
地は
remember?
どこなんだ。
And they.
魔王城がある場所だよ。
ついに魔王を倒しに行くのか。
Wait, what?
平和な時代が訪れるといいな。
Wait, what? You know we've already done that, right?
魔王はも
どうした。
うフォルジーの記憶も
Aww.
私が未来に連れて行ってあげるからね。
That's nice.
それも悪くはないな。人生の最後にお前に会えてよかった。
Aww.
それ80年
Oh,
前
okay.
に同じこと言って
Okay,
い
hopefully
た
he'll be okay then. Hopefully he'll continue to live. But still,
じゃあね。
one day
フォ
that
ルジー
will be the last time he says that to you, Frieren.
妻の夢を見た。
Oh,
そう。
was that
お
Frieren?
前と昔話をしたおかげかもしれんな。
Oh, that would be, yeah.
それじゃ
I think she did a spell. Maybe. I don't know. I hope that he's able to just remember her now himself. 29 years after the death of Himlahiro on Roar Road, located in the Northern Lands. Once it says 30 years, it's going to be crazy.
尋ね事。
人探しだよ。
Gorilla Guy!
俺の旅の目的覚えているだろ。
年上の色っぽいお姉さんと
so
確かにそっちも大事だが
where is she?
俺の旅の目的はこっちだ。10年前に旅に出た親友と合流することだ。
写真か珍しいな。
昔村に来た魔法使いに撮ってもらったんだ。北側諸国の主要な街道だ。今までも目撃情報があった。
I love that photos are a magical thing here. That's really cool.
よく目撃情報が残っているな。
名前が特徴的だからな。
A unique name?
インパクトが強い。
なんて名前なんだ？
戦士ゴリラだ。
Gorilla Warrior? That's funny. I've been calling him Gorilla Guy this whole time because he was described as a gorilla by Zine.
親友だったのか。
Oh, that's really
昔から
funny.
村のみんなも戦士ゴリラって呼んでたしな。
Gorilla Warrior.
あいつがそう呼ばせ
He
ていた。
made them call him that. That was his taken name. That was his
ちなみに
gimmick.
俺は僧侶あごひげ。
Goatee priest.
あごひげ生える前からそう呼ばれてたの。話
Yeah.
題続けるんですか？
変なやつだな。
Nah, he sounds like a fun guy.
変なやつなんだ。
That's Zine's friend for you. I love how Frieren's very childlike in this episode. Like, you really get to see that wonder this time.
本当に長い道のりでしたね。なんで私を見るの？私は今回何も悪いことしてない。
It's not my fault. Leave me alone. Anyone seen Gorilla Warrior?
10年前にゴリラって名乗る人来なかった。
すげえ質問だな。
ああ、戦士ゴリラ様ですね。
Oh?
あ、わかるんだ。
インパクトがすごかったので覚えています。村の近くに出た魔物を退治してくださいました。ゴリラ様は高台に住んでいる頑固ばあさんと仲が良かったようなので。
Oh, we're gonna get to meet a stubborn old woman.
頑固ばあさん。
Oh god, is this gonna be someone that Zine falls for?
わしは
Nope.
頑固者で
Probably
の
not.
そう簡
She is
単
stubborn
に
and she is
教えられ
old.
自分で頑固って言ってる。
わしの依頼をいくつかこなして
You
も
do
ら
my
う。
laundry, you'll wash my
まずは隣
floors.
町の鍛冶屋のナーゲルに手紙を届けてもらおうかの。
ヒンメルとの旅を思い出すね。
Doing small tasks, small jobs.
お使いみたいな人助けは日常茶飯事だった。
Yep.
こういうのが面倒な探し物や厄介な魔物退治に発展していくんだよね。
We gotta do what it takes. We're apple picking now. Oh! We're finding a rare flower. A mimic? Not a big chicken. The world of Frieren is really cool.
ヒンメルやハイターだったら半日くらいで打ち解けているはずなのに。このパーティー、無事にしかいませんか
Yeah,
ね
so true. We need someone who can be charismatic. We need a thief.
峡谷にある英雄の像を磨くんだ。
Oh?
ついてきな、案内する。
The hero's shoes
英
in the
雄の
canyon.
像って？
はるか昔に世界を救ったとされる英雄様の石像だ。
Saved the world a long time ago.
名
Like,
前もわからん。忘れられた英雄さ。代々村で管理している。
are we gonna see Old Man Vol here?
ところであんた、僧侶青ひげだろ
Your goatee priest.
なんで知ってる
He was calling himself that as a child? That's funny. Did he just know?
僧侶と戦士。
It's Kraft!
古いものだね。なんだか
ほう
ザイン様とゴリラ様に似ています。
That's Kraft!
というか戦士の方、見覚えがあるね。クラフト
Yeah! Holy shit, that's cool!
2つです。
He is an old forgotten hero. Ah, and we didn't really get to learn about what he did. It was all forgotten.
ザイン、
なるほど。この人はクラフトって名前なんだな。こっちは。
そうね。知らない。
Oh.
そうか。
It's about remembering those who were forgotten. Is that what's important to you here?
でも誰も名前すら覚えちゃいねえ。俺たちはこうはならねえ。
Oh,
忘れ去ら
yeah.
れるだなんてごめんだ。勇者ヒンメルみたいな忘れられない英雄になる。
どん
That
な
would
英
be
雄でも
nice.
いつかは忘れ去られます。
Don't say that.
きっと魔王を倒した勇者ヒンメルも例外ではないでしょう。
俺も鍛えればこれくらいいくかな。
That's
戦士ゴリラ。俺は今日からそう名乗る。
it. My name will be Gorilla.
忘れられない英雄を目指すなら名前のインパクト
People
を
won't forget the
大事だろ。
name. That's funny.
確かにそうです。
Gorilla Warrior. People will never forget that name.
僧侶あごひげです。
Wow, you named him. Goatee priest.
いいなそれ。
That's crazy. We need to run into Craft again and ask who you are. And also, like, how did they save the world?
ゴリラにも同じことを頼んだが、 あいつはここまでうまくはできなかった。
あいつは戦いしか取り柄がない。
でも名前のインパクトはバッチリだったね。
That it was. That it is. He's not
ゴリ
gone.
ラはあんたのこと
あー
よく話してたよ。
The fact that he still talks about you, that means a lot actually. I really like that.
ゴリラの行き先分かった？
テューは
Tua.
北側諸国中部の交易都市だ。
ここから遥か東方。
Yeah, we're not going to
ボ
be
イス
going
ハ
there
ウス
for a
と
while.
反対方向だね。
どうしたもんかね。
Do we stay or do we go? If we stay, there will be trouble. That was a nice little episode. I liked that a lot, actually. This was a really different episode. It didn't do too much. I don't know. I feel like this was just a really good insight into how, like, the small jobs work and just, yeah, people, characters. I think it was a really great episode. This is a really good one. All right, before I start to analyze this episode, I just got to ask one question. How did we live with Kraft for 6 months and learn nothing? What? How do we not know who he is? I'm kind of like really tempted now to go back to that episode to see if he at any point talks about traveling with someone else. Yeah, I can't remember if he talks at all about his past. I feel like he doesn't, and that's the annoying thing, because I just, at this point, I need to know more. I need more. I need to know what these two did, who this other guy is, what they did together. Like, I don't know. How did they save the world? And how did they become nameless heroes? Especially when Kraft is still alive. But yeah, this episode, for the most part, is kind of all about memories and the recollection of memories and the past and everything like that. We spend a lot of time dealing with subjects like those. The first of those is in the cold open, the open before the episode begins. We learn that there's a mage in town who will take a photo of Guerrilla Warrior and Goatee Priest, and so they go and get that photo taken. And you know, it's also something that people don't really all know what it is. Like Zine didn't know what a photo was when it was mentioned to him, but this photograph is a stored memory. That memory will be remembered, and that will not be that captured a moment. And that's kind of like a big part of this episode, I feel like, where it's about memories and capturing them and also not letting them be forgotten. So how did we get here? Like, why is Zine with us and not with Guerrilla Warrior? Obviously we know why, but you know, it's still kind of like interesting that Guerrilla Warrior has not returned. Guerrilla Warrior said he would return after, 3 years, 4 years, something like that, and never did. So what happened? I sure hope he isn't dead, but I also just don't know what could have happened to him to prevent him from returning to get Zine to go on a journey, on an adventure, because that's clearly what he wants. He has talked about Zine a lot, especially with this stubborn old woman. But we get to see them go to meet Old Man Vol, and this is something that Frieren really wants to do. Old Man Vol is someone that Frieren knows from her past, and someone who can share in memories with her, and someone that she really loves and respects and just appreciates spending time with. He has been alive for 400 years, protecting this town, this village, from monsters, from anything that comes this way. And yeah, he looks to be senile, he looks to be very non-responsive when we approach, but he's just pretending. He quickly proves that he is every bit as good as they say he is when he knocks down Stark to the point where Stark can't even stand up and walk. Like, he literally takes down their frontliner in seconds and makes a whole point about, you need to be ready to attack, you need to be ready to defend, you need to be prepared no matter what. Your defense was down, and that's how they get you. You know, like the most common death on the battlefield is someone who is unprepared, and Stark, you need to be more prepared. It's basically the message here. And so Frieren asks Stark to train with Old Man Vol, and Old Man Vol, by the end of this training, after only a week, says that Stark has come a long way and that he has improved considerably in a single week. So imagine if we got to spend a decade here like Frieren wanted, just how powerful and strong Stark would have been. But obviously we can't spend a decade here. We can only spend a week here because we have other things to do and we don't have time to waste really, because these people that we're traveling with are not going to get any younger. But I really think that it's cool just seeing how happy and chuffed Frieren is when she's spending time with Old Man Vol. She really needs someone who has lived a long life alongside her. She just needs that kind of person because she needs someone to bounce off of with all these memories and everything, and she doesn't really have anyone to do that with right now. And so any chance she gets to meet with a long-lived friend like Old Man Vol, she jumps without hesitation. And then we basically get a montage of them doing small tasks with the farming and everything, and then we get to see Stark's training a little bit. Frieren and Old Man Vol walking through like a magical forest with glow shrooms, glow mushrooms, glowing mushrooms, whatever they are called, and it looks very beautiful. And we recall our time when we visited here with Himmel the Hero. And when we visited here with Himmel the Hero, Himmel said that Frieren would be the one who would remember them going forward because they would all die and Frieren would remember them. So that's more about the memory aspect of this series, because Old Man Vol is protecting this village based on a memory of a promise. Like, it's not even the promise itself, it's the memory of the promise. And the memory of the promise is his dead wife, who he loved greatly and died a long time ago because she was a human. She lived a much shorter life than he did. And he can't even recall her face, her voice, anything like that. And that pains him greatly. But he still protects his place, even if he thinks that it's silly. And he says that to Himmel. He says that he thinks that protecting this place is very silly. And Himmel doesn't beat around the bush and says, you're right, it is silly. But what's important is that she would be happy. She would be happy that you're protecting this place. And that's the point. The point is not about whether you're doing something that seems silly. It's about if you're doing something that you know is good and the right thing to do. It's all about that and the memory of someone, the memory of the person that you love, and keeping that memory alive. And we learn that Old Man Vol actually maybe is losing some memories or isn't fully aware, because he doesn't seem to be aware at all that the Demon King is dead. And I don't know if this is him pretending again or what, but it very much comes across that this is a moment of like senility. I don't even know how you would say that, but he is senile and he is forgetting things, and that comes with living over 100 years, longer than the life expectancy for your race. So like, he's too stubborn to die essentially. Frieren has these really cute moments where she's just smiling as they're talking, and it really does mean a lot to her to have him in her life. But we learn that he dreamed of his wife, and it makes us wonder, did Frieren do something that helped him remember her, or was it simply the conversation? We don't get that answer, but you know, my thought is that she might have had a spell to help someone remember something that they love the most, or the thing that they want to see the most in their dreams, or something like that. I don't know, but we have no proof of that. And so we say goodbye to Old Man Vol and we march towards the next village, the next town, and we learn a little about Zion's old friend and the fact that his name is Guerrilla Warrior, and that he has a photo of him, and that he hopes that people will remember the name because it's very memorable. And that's the whole point of this name, and we learn that later on, that it's related to the statues of Kraft and the other hero, because their names have been forgotten, and Guerrilla Warrior wants people to remember his name, so he calls himself Guerrilla Warrior, and Hyder names Zion Goatee Priest, which is very funny because there's no guaranteeing that he will have a goatee in the future, but with that name he kind of has no choice but to grow one out. And yeah, I wonder if the mage who showed up in this village is going to be important at any point. We see him from the back, so you know, it's hard to imagine that he will be important because it just looked like it was supposed to be a random mage. But you know, there is still that chance it's going to be someone who, you know, gets mentioned down the line or anything and might play a part in something. And this time it's Zion who asks if the party can rest somewhere for a week, because he wants to ask around and he wants to take time trying to find Guerrilla Warrior. And of course the people in this village know all about Guerrilla Warrior because he left quite the impression when he was here several years ago. I don't think they say quite how long it was. I'm guessing it was 10 years, and he defeated a monster nearby, and he got very close to the old woman, the old stubborn woman that lives up on the top of the hill. or the plateau as they say here. So of course they go and speak to the old stubborn woman and learn that she is both old and very stubborn, and she will not do anything without them carrying out all these small tasks. So they run around the place for her, and we do see them getting up to some wacky adventures. Frieren and Fern getting chased by a big chicken, Stark and Zine fighting this big like manticore type thing, and yeah, they're just getting up to all sorts of silly adventures, trying to do the things that this old stubborn woman is asking of them so that they can learn information about Guerrilla Warrior. And we quickly learn that she is aware of who Zine is because she asks, she says that you must be Goatee Priest, because Guerrilla Warrior did nothing but talk about him. And again, memories are a very important part here because she is recalling those memories, and yeah, remembering people is very important. And that's when she asks of the last task to go and polish the statue down by the canyon of two heroes who have been forgotten. One of them being Kraft, and we know this because we have met Kraft and it's very clearly him. It looks just like him, but the other being someone we don't know who looks very like Zine. And learning the name of Kraft seems very important to Zine because he steps up and he starts to talk about the statue, and he recalls the memories where Guerrilla Warrior said that he wanted to name himself that so that he would not be forgotten, because the best heroes are always forgotten is what Hyder said, but he doesn't want to be forgotten. He wants to be remembered forever, and with a name like Guerrilla Warrior, how could anyone forget him? So that's why he wants to go on this adventure with Goatee Priest so that nobody will ever forget them, because how could you forget silly names like those? And yeah, then the old woman tells us where Guerrilla Warrior went off to, and it's a complete different direction from where we're heading to, and it would take a long time to get there. And yeah, that puts Zine in a position where he has to choose whether he goes straight there himself or if he stays with us as we go off to the school. So yeah, I think he's going to stay with us, but it'd be interesting to see how he comes to that decision, what he is thinking internally and everything like that. But yeah, I feel like I don't really have much to say about this episode other than what I've said. I really love the episode, the concept of, memories and everything. And yeah, I think that Guerrilla Warrior will never be forgotten, Goatee Priest will never be forgotten, and our band of heroes will never be forgotten. Not by us, not by anyone, because we will always remember them and the journeys that they went on. So yeah, what an incredible series this is. What a great episode, and I hope that you guys enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you have not done so already, and comment down below letting me know what you plan to get up to this weekend. And yeah, I hope that you're having a great day today and that you're able to take it easy. I will see you in the next one. Take care.